and welcome back to Winter's Tales. My name is AJ Winters, and we are diving back into the Chronicles of Aelwyn tonight, baby!
Woo!
Yeah, boy! We are back with some incredible players. We have Nicholas Allen. Okay. Ellen K. Graham.
What's up?
Mickey Gedeon.
Hello.
Dawson. First name, last name, who knows? And Brittany Fenwick.
It's like we're in a sitcom.
I've always wanted to do that. That was my best.
Do the Katy Perry when you.
We love it. Tonight's episode is sponsored by Dungeon Fog as well as the Lion's Tower. But let's crack into this episode, shall we?
Let's do it.
Previously.
That's our stuff. There we go.
There we go.
Previously on the Chronicles of Aelwyn.
You look like my kind of people.
No, get her.
Hey.
Away.
She's the one that shot the
Help.
arrow from above.
Yeah, look.
Oh,
She's
are you here to help?
Well, it depends.
We're very grateful for you being. I didn't mean to shoot you.
Stop
That's.
talking.
I don't want to kill you. You guys don't want to kill me.
Yeah.
It's like the best relationship I ever had.
I'm not here for some vermin.
I'll
There's
do-
rations there.
I'll do the same.
They're grumpy.
Hang on, with a
Cool.
name like Grumpy, maybe I'm interested.
So I'm going to follow these people for a little bit. It seems like no matter what, something's up with them.
You've been in prison for 3 months.
But I just ate a really nice meal of ration.
Let's travel relatively low focus. I'm guessing you can maybe do that.
Hello.
You think she's been the captain before?
That's
Based
what
on this
That's what I'm rolling for.
excitement.
Let's find out. I
Okay.
think she's frozen again.
And if that doesn't scream that she knows how to drive this thing, I don't know what does.
I see that you have the exceptional privilege of not having to fight for your own life, and that's great for you. It's hard for some of us.
It is. It's bright, isn't it? Sparkly. Yeah, like bones.
Let's just see where this goes, folks.
Gradually push it down.
Okay. As soon as you do, the Ossidian crystals spark to life. Behind you, you see Clive's ship. They are tailing you. With that, are we ready?
Yes.
Roll that intro. We are going to dive right in where we left off. The craft that Oscar is currently sailing into the black sands of the Natraven Desert is quickly being pursued by the crew that Clive navigates for. You're unsure if he's captain, but you do know the infamous ship that he rides with.
Do these ships have names?
They do.
Yeah,
That's
what's the
fun.
name of Clive's ship?
What's the name of our ship,
Yeah.
guys?
Yeah, that's awesome.
We didn't have time for that.
You did not ask Beneffee or Anko.
Just in the midst of a chase shout out, what's the name of our ship, please?
The Devon!
Sorry?
You didn't hear it.
The Daffin.
The Daffin?
I was listening.
The most infamous ship, identified by its red and white sails, enveloped in weaponry and known for its bloodshake that it leaves in its wake, is the Dusk Strider, currently pursuing your craft.
You really just had to say the most infamous, didn't you?
Yeah, I.
That's when the beat sort of kicks in and everything gets more dramatic. I tell myself in post-editing.
Yeah, That's future AJ's problem.
That's for another time.
Look, I'm no pirate, but is there like a kind of sail code, like, you know, black sails, or essentially like a signal that says you're fucked? Or do I just assume from them telling us that we're fucked?
You would assume that Clive has signaled to this particular crew of the Dusk Strider that these particular people are of import. Whether or not it was a deception or whether or not it was because you all seemed not to be native to Natreva and the lost city of Nauvoo.
That'll do it. This vessel, it's like how large in comparison to us?
Triple the
How
size.
far?
Far back, you're already taking off, so this thing is significantly behind you at this moment, but you can hear it, not a good sign. And secondly, it is triple the size of your vessel.
Triple. Okay. And like how if we're like a jeep, you know, because we can comfortably fit this many people. A vessel of that size, like what's the crew kind of looking like?
So, Dune Riffs in general carry from around 4 to 10 people.
Okay.
The Dusk Strider is known to have a solid crew of 16.
We can see.
From where they are, you can't see the crew yet.
No.
Okay.
But it'd just be like gauging from the size.
It would also be very likely that they would use the weapons adorning their craft before they would show themselves.
Do we clock Clive, the man that we saw
Not from
earlier?
a
We just
distance.
hear the sound.
You just hear the sound
Okay.
of the Dusk Strider behind
I
you.
don't know what we're doing or whatnot, but I will position myself towards the back of the vessel.
Okay.
And I'm going to prepare myself and just keep an eye on them whilst kind of ducking down.
Okay.
I'm gonna call over to Anko. I was gonna say Beneffee. That's not right. Anko.
It's been a bit.
Beneffee.
Beneffee.
Thank
Close
you.
enough.
Anko Beneffee.
Coffee,
and
coffee
or
flavored drink.
and or Beneffee.
And yeah, does this vessel have combat things we can fire, weapons?
Yeah.
Okay, we might be in need of it.
Okay.
Unless, but I would suggest that we do some, fancy flying right the fuck now.
Evasive manoeuvres.
Oh, fancy flying.
Yes.
Okay.
Cool. And in the meantime, I would like to, before I do anything combat-wise, just like to stealthily put away the extra soul canisters we have.
Okay.
Store them on ship.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Where would you like to keep them?
Oh gosh, is there like, in terms of like, are there crew quarters, or is it like what you see is what you get on the deck?
On the deck of the ship, there looks to be a trapdoor of some kind that might have storage facilities. Long distances, you need to store food, water,
Yeah.
things that you need to survive the deserts.
Cool.
So,
Like, it's not, obviously, Anko Beneffee is in sight, so it's not like she's gonna be
Yes.
snooping around. So
she
I'm just
seems
gonna,
preoccupied
yeah,
there.
I'm just gonna kind of like surreptitiously drop them in the trap.
Okay. Roll me a stealth check and or sleight of hand.
Do I still get my advantage?
It's been more than an hour.
Fuck!
Since you left, when was it?
Since- As soon as you checked out Oscar's
That's when we were checking that out.
place.
I think it would still be within the hour.
Have it.
Yeah, you went straight from Oscar's up out of the elevators, out of the lost city. of
Real
Nauvoo.
world time does not equate to D&D time.
Yeah.
Not even close.
That's a 12.
12.
Yeah.
You keep an eye on Anko and or Beneffee, and you see a small flinch when you drop the canisters into the deck below. But she doesn't react or turn towards you.
Yeah,
You just
we-
see the mop of brilliant red curls doing whatever Anko is doing.
Aoife is just gonna be like, bigger fish to fry in terms of like, that's internally, not like she's gonna say that but essentially like that's the thing of like, if she wants to, like, if you want to make that an issue, that's a later thing, in terms of like the eye contact, and she's gonna get out her long bow, and I want to get to, I don't know, ship terms, the back. What, the port? I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah,
Stern.
right in the aft hole.
Bow and stern.
Yes.
The stern.
Stern.
The stern. Yeah, I'd like to get up the stern and like
You get up all in that stern.
get all up in that stern, baby.
I didn't tell
And-
you it so you could do that.
No, essentially like she's
You join Nathariel at the back of the ship.
yeah. So I'm guessing you know shit's about to go down.
Yep.
Any chance that you're handy?
I have an idea. I'm just coming to terms with that idea.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hope to see that idea in action, hopefully soon. Unless we can steer away from these pricks. So I guess I'm just kind of like awaiting, if we can kind of like outmaneuver them.
Mm-hmm.
But in the meantime, she's got kind of like a leg up, on the stern with her longbow out.
Mhm.
And she's just kind of like holding in wait.
Okay. Oscar, I know you have proficiency in vehicles as well as navigator's tools. So I will need you to roll for me.
Okay.
Rude of you.
Now, I will allow you to use an Arcana roll for this, as you are utilizing your Artificer abilities to tap into this magic. So, as Oscar is rolling, what are the two of you doing?
So Juby doesn't realize it's a dangerous situation or anything.
Not at all.
And kind of just walks up to Nathariel, and after getting a bit of sunlight, Juby's like, I'm feeling a lot better and thinking clearer. I'm thinking those guards weren't bad at their jobs. I think they were bad people. I think they might have meant to put you in there.
It's very astute of you, Juby. I think that was maybe their intention. Yes.
That is a reflection of them and not of you. You deserve so much better than that place.
Time.
Thank you. I'm blocking out everyone as best I can.
You hear the whirring behind you of the Dusk Strider clearly picking up speed.
I'm gonna roll for that first.
Yeah, go for
I
it.
have a couple of questions for you.
Okay.
17.
17, not bad at all. Okay. You double tap the clickies and you watch as your craft speeds up slightly.
Mhm.
You can hear the energy of the soul mixing with the Ossidian beneath you. The vibrations of it feel odd. You haven't been on a Dune Riff, most of you. Aoife has, and Oscar, you have. Not for long distances, but you have. What are you doing in this moment?
The one coming after us, is that it's definitely not within 30 feet.
No.
120?
Getting close to.
Okay. Lunella will just approach you probably and say, do you have any ideas on how we can make this go faster?
I feel like I could assume that because they're a bigger ship, they would handle not as well.
Not necessarily.
Mm.
You have advantages of being lighter and utilizing the wind and the air more. They have a lot more Ossidian strapped to their vessel that can conduct more soul gem energy and propel them faster.
Do the soul?
Do I know? Oh, sorry.
No, I was going to say the extra canisters we have, do they do anything?
If we plugged them in, could they make us go faster?
They could.
Could you?
It'd be risky since this is a makeshift craft and not brilliantly balanced the way the Dusk Strider is.
I
But
say let's floor it. Let's light up this place with gasoline.
This chaos.
yeah, like a Tokyo Drift style,
Yeah.
2 canisters to the back of this craft might.
Do I know what kind of weapons they have? Can I see, or if it's the most notorious ship, what I've heard of stories of any kind of...
From this far away, you don't get a clear indication of what they would be, but it's very reminiscent of ship cannons. You just do not know what's going to come out of them. You also know that they have close range combat abilities with their vessel. Things that can slice up other ships and cause them to be caught out by the storm instead of the Dusk Strider, like sacrificing another crew to get out. But you also know of one story that you've heard of the Dusk Strider, that they have captured night crawlers within the ship itself. Night crawlers are deathly dark creatures that live beneath the sands of Natreva that hunt in packs at nighttime. They suck victims underneath the sand and bury them in hardening saliva. And wait until the dead of night where it's cold to eat their food. Horrifying way to die.
Yeah.
The soul storms are not the most dangerous things out in the desert. And they have apparently, from one story that you know of, domesticated, or at least tried to, night crawlers.
Don't like that.
It was a good playing with you guys.
Well, brilliant.
If it just flies away.
Yeah. Peace.
As the Dusk Strider starts to increase its speed towards you, I will need you all to roll me initiative.
And I'm pretty sure if I get advantage, it's from dexterity.
That's if the thing still
It still stands.
Beautiful.
Still stands.
Oh,
I also have one more question as well.
Yep.
The little soul energy canisters I
Jesus.
have.
The projectile one or the little
Yeah,
vials?
the projectile one.
Yep.
Check it out.
Are you saying projectile? Is it a
Careful of the
projectile something out of it, or like?
Like bullet.
Okay, if I threw it
Sure.
and it would it make a little explosion?
If it was combined with blue powder, maybe. But it is just the soul energy in bullet form. It's like the equivalent.
Okay. I'm guessing the vials would be like basically a similar thing then. If I threw them, they'd just be like, oh.
Yeah. What did everyone roll on initiative?
17.
17 for Nathariel. Nice.
18 for Aoife.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Hi.
9.
I can use my
9?
turn to go
Okay.
first and talk more to Nathariel.
That's good.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh shit.
All right.
Love it.
Yep.
Okay.
13.
Why is it always you?
Okay. Juby, you are up first.
Just
So
kill
I
that.
noticed-
You do not know that the Dusk Strider means you harm.
Oh.
But you are the most alert in this moment.
So I would notice Aoife up there, arrow locked.
Yes.
And getting serious. And then I'm like,
I'm like that as well.
yeah. I'm like, hey, Oscar.
Yeah.
So like that ship is a lot bigger, but remember sometimes people compensate and it's not the size of the ship, it's how you use it, and I bet you're way more talented than their captain. And I give you another inspiration.
Nice.
You.
It's not the size of the ship.
It's the motion of the ocean. the motion of that sand ocean.
The push and pull.
That should be on a shirt.
I don't think we're talking about ships.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What?
Nickel.
I've sinned, I've sinned.
Would you be able to keep us updated with how close it is as well?
Of course.
Yeah, how?
Yeah, definitely.
It's about 200 feet away right now.
Mm-hmm.
And rapidly increasing.
And I'm like, Aoife, what should we do?
Fuck it up.
That seems to be our motto.
I'll hold my dagger ready to throw when I think it gets close enough.
Okay. You holding your action?
Yeah.
Okay. Not a problem. Nathariel.
Are you for me?
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry. Aoife is before you.
Oh yeah, I'm 18.
What would you like to do?
Cool. All right. So I believe I have a flight of 50 feet.
You do?
Cool. So I'd like to close. I'd like to take off a little bit
Okay.
because essentially I want to get in range with my longbow. Now the ship is facing us.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. No, that would be a bit too clever, wouldn't it? I don't necessarily understand the mechanics of these ships. I wouldn't say.
You would know the basics
Yeah.
of the black crystals attached to the ships conduct the soul energy.
Yeah, that's like a reasonable thing to know. Because essentially what I want to do is I want to aim at the crystals that I see from the front.
Okay.
I'd like to use my arcane shot.
Yep.
And use a bursting arrow to
Nice.
get some force damage on it. I'm
All
essentially
right.
trying to kill the engines.
Yeah.
Who says you can't do cyberpunk in D&D, guys?
Hey, sand pirates.
Exactly. Yeah, we're doing
DM said it, send pirates!
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. That's out of
Yes. No, I get
out of
one.
character.
A longbow is still one. Let's give it a go. What's that?
If it's good, keep it.
If it's not,
If
it's
it's not,
only
we
in
lie about
the
it.
Yeah,
only
just-
counts in the tray.
Just take it, put it back in the tray. Just
It was cocked, a little bit.
what is
Go
it?
in.
gotta roll in the tray.
Oh yeah, we have to roll it in the tray.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was not a rule I made, by the way. That was one of the other players.
Okay.
Doesn't count if it's not in the tray.
Let's do some math, and by
Bring
that
it
I
back.
mean let's plug it in, babes. 15.
It
15
hits.
hit.
Yeah, with your range, it hits.
Right.
You watch the arrow fly across. What does it look like when it bursts?
I'm assuming that because these are such like powerful, this is the energy source of the world, that essentially I would have a little, I would have an arrowhead of Ossidian
Oh.
that would allow me to kind of channel some energy through it.
So you could either have Ossidian, which only conducts soul energy, or if you had made one with Ossinite, which is the sort of like
Yes.
god stone,
Yeah.
that you can actually cast spells through.
I would say I'd probably lean towards the former, just as it feels like the latter is a bit too special to throw away.
fair.
Literally on it's almost like a Molotov cocktail of an arrow. It's a bit ramshackle, like it's not, like it's held together with like wire and stuff as this like kind of crackling. Yeah, let's say it's almost like an onyx, kind of like black, but like with almost like veins of energy pulsing through it. That is going to be 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 2d6 of force damage.
Nice.
Cool. Terrible roll, but that's okay. So 12 damage in all.
12 damage in total.
How's
Nice.
it looking?
You hear the sounds of cracking, and you watch as the soul energy that sort of pulses around the outskirts of the ship, that sort of from crystal to crystal, falter slightly, and then build back up. This is a very impressive ship that has been perfected over years. The Dusk Strider, being infamous, has been around for a fairly long time
Yeah.
and has survived a lot of other ships.
She'll kind of like spit back in the wind.
Okay.
Fuck. I'd like to use my action surge to take another shot. Who is on the bow?
There is no one.
There's no one on the bow. Okay, so I can't see anyone.
I don't like that either.
They seem to be using the ship as their defense.
And I can't see.
So we wouldn't even be able to see like who's steering it.
What's it made out of?
Metal.
Speaking of Molotov cocktail.
I have
Ruins
Seeking
me.
Arrow. I don't think I can use it though. I can choose a creature I've seen in the past minute. That wouldn't count for Clive. I've not seen him on the bow, have I?
Not in the last minute.
That's cool.
You had a very lengthy conversation with Anko Beneffee.
Yeah. Okay. Look.
You could draw them out.
How would one do that? Right, just by keep firing. Yeah. I'll fire another arrow just for the hell of it.
Okay.
Just like fuck, and just like while she's there, she's just gonna keep letting loose. Let's try. That's a fucking one. So no.
Okay. You watch as you fire another arrow, this time towards the sails, and they rotate, and you realize the sails are actually made of metal, and it sort of flings your arrow off. You also catch a glimpse of people behind the sails. They are sort of rotating themselves like giant shields. So there are people visible, they're just hiding themselves and using these.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's my turn.
The ship is now around 150 feet from you.
Oh, actually, I'd like to call back. Everyone's hiding below, except on the sails, but it's all metal.
Okay.
Nathariel,
Do with that what you will.
what would you like to do, Nathariel?
I'm going to make this easy. I will... Juvie, you're pretty close behind me still?
I've gone to like the front of the bow kind of thing, like
Okay.
holding the dagger as if I can.
I will...
Juby is by you because you guys are at the
Yeah.
back.
Oh,
They're-
yeah.
You're being pursued.
Oh yeah, then yes.
I will just look to clock the people that are on this boat with me in this situation. I'm gonna hold.
Roll me a perception check.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty high. 19.
Anko's talking to herself.
I hope she's
Okay.
saying speed up.
You don't know what she's saying, but she's sort of murmuring.
Can't hear with the 19. don't ask.
You cheeky bastard.
I perceive with my ears.
This is sort of like a bonus I'm giving you, so I don't know if you would perceive a lot.
It's cheeky.
But you do catch the words sort of on the wind since you're moving forward. It sort of like flows to you, let's say. No, that's a bad idea. We can't do that.
Gonna choose to ignore that
Okay.
for this moment in time.
Not a problem at all.
I'm gonna hold an action.
Yep.
I'm waiting for 60 feet. I'm waiting till I can see who's piloting this thing. I don't know if that's going to be possible, but that's all I can kind of think to do in this moment. And I'm preparing a prayer and a spell. Do I need to tell you what spell?
No.
Okay. I'm just gonna hold. I'm gonna hold my action. If that happens, if it doesn't.
Okay. What emblem are you holding onto, by the way?
Well, there would be the gods and Crestfell and the gods, but I mean that specifically would be. Would people know what that is? It's not a wolf.
They might do.
Don't know if it would look kind of like this this pendant that has jewels on it. It would look like an engagement pendant.
That's correct.
Yep.
Drama.
I think only Osgar would know this from being from Crestfell originally yourself. The men wear the engagement pendants because it is a matriarchal society
Hell yeah.
following in the way of the queen.
As it should be.
I disagree. Oscar disagrees.
I use my action to throw Oscar off the
Get
boat.
woke, Oscar.
Ruby doesn't
Oscar
understand.
isn't a fan of Crestfell.
It's not there's a difference between being matriarchal and being equal. It's
Nah,
not.
I'm for
it
it.
is full swing the other direction. So, you hold
Holding-
on to your engagement pendant and you
Holding
prepare
my
your
action.
spell. Okay?
Yep.
Not a problem. Next up is actually Anko, and she turns to you with wide eyes. Do you trust me?
I don't see what could possibly go wrong.
I mean,
Yes or no?
I quickly feel around. No extra buttons. I just realized I have a catchphrase. Fuck it.
Yay!
Make a hard left, boy.
I make a hard left.
You watch as sort of this wispiness sort of melts off her skin slightly, and it sort of flows into the craft floor beneath you.
Oh, I was wondering why she flinched.
Things inside.
And as you make a hard left, you realize that you are heading straight for the Draken Spine. What is essentially the pinnacles, but giant Ossidian shards growing out of the ground.
This is so cool.
It's never been a better day to have wings.
Very fair. Dodging through these crystals is going to be difficult, but it could become problematic for the Dusk Strider, and it could be a way for you guys to get out into the mountains. But it is a risk.
One we are taking.
Yeah.
So, next up, Linnell.
Well, I'm standing right next to you, so I was just talking to you.
You immediately get hit with.
Oh, shit.
What would you like to do? The craft behind you is now 120 feet.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna. I don't know if I'm allowed to. I'm gonna look at you and be like, "Don't kill us." And then I'm just gonna run to where you guys are.
Okay.
So I don't take my hands off the joysticks to do that.
You do have magic missile,
I do.
Whoa.
and you also have your wand of twin spell.
I do. Oh, AJ, you beauty.
There's
Okay.
a reason I give magic items.
Awesome. Okay.
So you don't die.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Maybe.
So I'm going to I'm gonna run up to the stern. That's
Okay.
what we said it is. That's
Yep.
the right thing, right? Yeah. Okay. And I'm gonna pull out the wand and I'm gonna cast magic missile.
Okay. Using the wand?
Yeah.
All right. You watch as your magic, which is known to be this sort of greenish color, fuels into the wand itself, twirls around with the two different types of wood, and projects out towards this craft, chasing you. 6 magic missiles. One after another. They are 1d4 plus 1 each.
Whoa!
Here we go.
And
Yes!
they automatically
It's
hit
a-
your target, so if
Yeah,
you
do
know
you
what
want
you're aiming
more?
for,
Do you want
Do you want to roll them all at the same time?
the same?
Yes, please. Oh my
And
god, how
my-
many?
6.
Well, you've got 6, right? Do you need more?
One more. Thank you.
And my axe.
Okay, so we have +1 to each.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So
you want
6 plus
to,
6.
What?
So plus 6 at the end.
Oh,
Yep. So add those
sorry.
and then plus 6.
So we have 13, 19. Okay. Did I count that right? What are you looking at?
Did that ship explode?
No, but you
Did
do
that
watch as
cable
one
explode?
of the Ossidian crystals at the front, the same one that you shot the arrow to that took 12 damage before, shatters. Revealing behind it, they have built in a secondary gem on the inside of the Ossidian made out of soul gem. Soul gem being a constructed version of sea gem, harnessing soul energy and turning it into a gem form, which means they would have had to harness souls. Not from the soul storm itself, but from murder.
Wait.
Let's get him.
The ship is infamous for a reason. There is legends of it leaving bloodshed. Now you know why. It does not have to do with the ritual.
Okay.
Where did they learn how to do it? That's another question.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Just guilt. Guilt racks through her.
You see, as the craft itself, the front Ossidian engine or gemstone has been knocked out, and now this raw soul crystal, the equivalent of, is connecting to the soul energy as backup, but it is firing off with all sorts of unstable magic.
Hell yeah.
Your turn.
Sick.
I will need you to roll for me
Oh shit.
3 survival checks as you navigate the upcoming spire.
This is good.
He's got it.
This
He's
is
got it.
fine.
He's got it.
Before I do that,
Sure.
I want to check something first.
Mhm.
For the little inspiration die,
Mhm.
I want to make sure, do you play it that I have to choose before I roll when I roll it? Or can I roll and then be
You
like,
can add it after.
oh, that was a 3, let's definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
I don't mind doing that. You might need it.
Exactly, I don't want to, yeah.
Yeah.
I have the utmost confidence in you right now.
I also have the utmost confidence in you. You got this.
As I also as I'm going, I want to give Zolo a look, and look like down to where the we lifted the thing up from,
Yeah, the trap.
the trapdoor, and without taking my hands off the joysticks, do a little signal that he to be like loop out like a little like as it would be like that, but like as like a to.
Zolo presses an audio recording or plays an audio recording that you have put into him, that is your voice saying, "Okay, boss."
Oh, I love him.
It's like Bumblebee.
And he skitters off your person, removing himself from your head, revealing your hair to the wind, which feels odd. And luxurious.
We should have brought a fan in for this episode.
And
Just like all of
can
that.
you roll is Zolo doing it stealthily?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, no worries, then I won't roll for stealth for Zolo.
Does he have stealth? I'm not. I'll look at it later because I'm not going to roll it for
Yeah,
stealth
no,
anyway.
it's fine.
Now I'll roll for the 3 survival.
3 survival, one after another.
That is a 15.
Okay, that's good.
Because I have 0 survival, so let's just...
15 is good.
So it's just flat
That's an
rolling.
18.
That's very good.
That's a 6.
Not great.
Plus,
Yeah?
that's a 10.
Okay.
Not a 6 though.
That's it.
With the first 2 rolls that you did with your survival check, your hands gripping so tightly to this steering mechanic that Anko has made, you drive the ship in and about these Ossidian shards that jut out of the sands of the desert. And you watch as the cliff faces of the Drakenspire start to rise up around you as you sort of drive yourself right into the heart of this thing. On a 10, you clip the back of the ship just slightly on one of the shards. And you see Anko flinch herself. She turns back to you, and this time her eyes are no longer colored, they're pure white. And she looks at you, unblinking, and she says, "All right, are you ready? Hold on to your butts." You guys can't see or hear this.
Nope.
I'm in the air.
Okay, no worries. We're back to the top of the round. Juby.
Okay, so I'm still just standing there looking all like ready to take on an entire ship with just a dagger.
The ship is now 100 feet from you.
100 feet. Just like I'm waiting for them to get close. I haven't noticed any of the
Nope.
driving thing, and as far as I'm concerned, the driving is amazing. I don't even need to help.
Sure.
So, right?
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
as far as you know.
Yeah.
You felt the clip of the
Yeah.
vessel hit some crystal, but
Yeah. don't even worry about that. You are doing amazing. You're a fine person and an excellent pilot. Another inspiration.
So
And then
good.
just holding the action.
So
and-
needed.
It was definitely needed for the last one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh my god. That would have been a pretty good. That would have been a 4 on the d6 as well, which is like pretty good.
It's like
Yeah.
Ken.
In the top half.
It's like Ken, like Mickey knows I can really help, but Juby wouldn't. So just standing there, holding.
Once
I like-
these people come close
Yeah.
enough.
I will
I'm hoping they
hit
see
them
me
with
all
my
confident and
deck.
get scared.
I'm gonna get you.
I love it. Okay, Aoife.
Okay, so they're 100 feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're slightly closer if you're in between the 2 vessels.
Yeah. And the sails are still pointed the other way, correct?
They swap and change.
Do they, like, are they swinging with the wind, or is it like they're
It's being
controlling
manual.
them? Okay.
Manually moved to direct the ship slightly to boost where they're going.
Okay. This might be stupid, but hey, you know.
No dumb idea is a dumb idea.
I've never gotten this far with my smarts, have I? So, I'm going to use my other arcane shot. I'm going to use a seeking arrow to just try and target someone I've seen on the other side.
Okay?
Hopefully a more, like, if there's a few, hopefully like a
Mhm.
central one.
Okay.
Maybe that. Maybe if he's fallen off, he'll grab like a few people with him.
We'll find out.
Yes, let's find out. And I'm no longer still rolling with advantage.
That's only for skill checks. not
Yeah,
for
yeah.
attacks.
Oh, yes, of course. All right, let's give it a go. Don't judge me. That's 21.
No judging going on here.
Thank you. Hopefully it's the same on the internet.
Can't
Because,
guarantee
no
it.
one's ever judged anyone
But
on
that's
the
why I
internet.
chose arts as a career choice.
I'll just make sure whenever you're rolling that I just crop in.
Yeah, just zoom right in. And then if you could, like, edit it so, like, all the numbers are, like, floating over my
graphs and
head.
the-
So
Yeah.
I'm just, like,
Working it out yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna
I'm
be real
doing-
funny when she doesn't do
Nice.
that now.
That is
Mine's
nice. Okay, so whoever this poor fucko is, they're going to take 11 damage, and they're going to need to do a dex saving throw.
That's
DC
a 6.
11. Cool, they fail. So they take that 11 plus.
Okay.
So it's 14 damage.
In total?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's another one of these like ad hoc arrows that's clearly like, you know, you can it's like you can tell that Aoife's been doing some like kind of guerrilla warfare in that these arrows are like makeshift and, you know, kind of put together ramshackle style. And let's say that this one, as a seeking arrow, is red, and it's gonna.
I'm going to get the scream that's in every movie, just so
The Wilhelm scream.
Yeah.
I can't do it. Yeah.
You watch as this person gets hit by the arrow and sort of falls back into the ship itself. Because they're moving so fast, starts tumbling.
Yeah, fuck that guy in particular.
You have no idea what this person looks like, nor who they are.
Don't know, don't care.
And I don't even know what their family looks like or.
Juby's imagining it.
So's the Thari. Perfect. Anything else you can do in your turn?
The distance I've got right now, I just like to maintain.
Okay.
So I guess
Yeah.
that's my movement.
You use your movement
I still
to maintain
want
it.
to keep moving perpendicular with
Your craft.
Yeah, essentially want to keep that gap.
Mhm.
I don't want to get further away from either ship.
Okay.
That's me.
Nathariel.
I've traversed these sands.
Once,
once,
yes.
Yeah. Do I? Because it's like a sea of sand. As far as I'm aware, though, like it is just sand. There could be things lurking underneath it and whatnot, but like it's not gonna quicksand anyone in or.
Not that you know of.
Okay. I'm gonna hold onto the boat because it's getting a bit rickety. And just again, I'm gonna wait for 60 feet and for a moment to see
Okay.
someone and hold my breath.
The ship is now 80.
Okay. I'm holding my action for the moment.
You're right.
Okay.
So shocking.
Scratch
80
that.
feet.
Scratch that. I cast Cure Wounds.
I'm so sorry. I just went down the wrong way. So sorry. Got that.
And, like a sharp inhale and 80 feet away.
Yeah, I guess I was
Perfect timing.
surprised. Yeah, wow.
I'm gonna just wait for the moment I can see who is steering this thing from 60 feet.
Yep.
That's it.
Okay. After Nathariel is Anko's turn. You watch as
Holding
she
onto our butts.
hold on to your butts.
I did say hold on.
Yeah. She,
What?
she sort of brings out her arms and howls into the open air like a scream in the wind. And you hear, off in the distance, the reply. As the soul storm itself seems to have been cold.
This is fine. I'm fine. We're fine.
So we called upon a cool companion to come with us then.
Maybe. Maybe it will also kill us.
Maybe you might die.
Some you lose some, right?
Some of the white wispy that was melting off her is sort of coming back up from underneath the deck of the ship now. It's sort of feeding in and out of her form. Lunella.
So,
We're level 3.
We are gods.
so
Don't live long in this
Linella's just clicked something, and I fear that if we kill anyone on that ship, and it's powered by souls, do they have to do a ritual, or does it do something similar to what Anko's doing? Or are we going to be repowering that ship by killing and providing, like, feeding it souls?
Not necessarily.
All right, that's what I was like, Dawson. I was like, are we going to just give it HP? I was like, I don't think so. All right, so considering that massive stone in the center, I think there's like this huge wave of guilt that crashes over Lunella that's then like I don't know, it then turns into like this hatred, and it's like it just starts to bubble, and she's going to cast magic missile again with the wand. Can she use it again?
Mhm.
Yep. Yeah, and powered. Yeah, it's just like pure, like now it's just like rage and hatred. It's just
Fueling you.
yeah, and there's like that guilt and yeah, like I'm rolling. I'm stop talking.
No, sorry, I was enjoying you describing.
No, we
What was
just
it
wanted
about?
to. Yeah, we just
Shut
wanted to
up, Linnell.
No, it's great.
Whew. Okay, so we have
See one for.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 20.
20.
Damage.
Do I get to add 6?
Yeah.
That was
That was,
To
because that's
get to
14.
Yeah.
14 plus 6. 20.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah, cool.
checking that
Damage
out.
is good.
20 points of damage.
And a lot of hatred.
And a lot of powered by hatred.
Sponsored by. Sorry.
Immediately hits into this crafted soul crystal. And you watch as it bursts. And you, specifically you, and no one but you, hears the wails that come out of it as it does.
That's rough.
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, cool, yeah.
And you feel it rejuvenate you as something taps to abilities that you have or that you've dabbled in the past, playing with life essence and necromancy. You hear the wailing and you immediately feel yourself gain 10 temporary hit points.
Yeah.
And you hear, not out of Anko or Beneffee's mouth, but in your mind, I knew you were something special. Juby,
I'm sure this is all fine.
you can hear screaming off in the distance, and what sounds like... You've seen this on small scale, little wind tornadoes playing with the leaves in the forest. This is much larger than that. A full tornado screaming off in the distance, full of millions of souls heading your way.
That sounds scary. I'm just trying to look amazing. Like, guys.
As you prepare for your next turn, Oscar, what would you like to do?
I would like to, because is their ship like taller than ours as well? If there are any spires that are kind of like jutting out a little bit, it looks like ours could go under, but theirs couldn't. I want to try and not to get too close after seeing that look that I got. Not to get too close because I don't want to hit anything, definitely not. But I want to try and like go under some things to see if I can like whack some of their
Okay.
sails. That's the word I was looking for.
Roll me another 3 survival checks, please.
Oh my god.
Best of luck.
You got it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Off to a great start with a 2.
Okay.
Awesome. Awesome.
The port side slams into a crystal.
Oh no, 8 with my inspiration.
Still slams into. It is under 10.
Should have saved it for one there.
It's okay.
No, that was good. 'cause
You
these
were
are
not to know.
These are gonna be big now.
Yeah. Yeah, you got
Don't
it.
jinx it.
No, it's good. You got it. You got
You're right.
it.
You're right. It's gonna
You got
be.
it,
It's
you
gonna
got
be
it.
huge.
Gods
It's
are
gonna be
behind you.
huge. It's gonna be a 5.
The gods are the busy.
You sort of you like try and correct yourself because you slammed into a crystal and you head straight into another one. You're powering too quickly to make drastic turns with this thing, and so you head into a second one, carving up the side of your craft, and you can feel now. Actually, you can see the skin of Anko seems to be bleeding from their arm.
Great. Love that.
There is some sort of strange link between the vessel and her.
This is the worst reverse parallel park I've ever seen in my goddamn life.
Last one.
You can do it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already this deep. I'll try and straighten up after this round. I'm gonna keep trying to do the thing that I was doing,
Okay.
You got it.
and I'll try and straighten up next time if this screws up. Come on, baby. Come on. Special dice. It's a natural 1.
Woo!
I shit you not. You drive this thing up one of the cliff faces and
Amazing.
barrel roll. And as you do, you end up far closer to the ship that moved up at the same time. You don't damage the ship, but you have lost control of the wheel, the joystick.
Can I ask,
Yes.
although chaotic,
Sure.
we're closer,
To them, yes.
and can I see
Detect.
anyone in that maneuver?
Perception check.
How close?
Because I was holding my act. I was holding.
Yeah. That's pretty
It's
pretty badass if you're like flying through the air, but you're like, you know
14.
what?
You do.
Do I
You see a
the-
couple of people behind the sails that
do
are
I
made of
see
metal.
anyone steering?
No.
I'm not gonna do them.
Okay.
How far away would you say they are now?
50 feet?
You push your dice away.
And you start hearing the whirring of blades.
Cool.
Chewy.
So I assume I've been standing on the banister.
Yeah.
But you know my roots thing?
Uh-huh.
Can I get them to wrap around? So
Yeah.
I just looked really badass.
Your feet plant into the ground. You root yourself to the deck of this, which does have some wood to it. So you craft yourself onto the boat. And so you did not move as this thing went loop-de-looped. And you were just there the whole time.
But I noticed he's like struggling.
Sure.
And Anko is hurt. And I'm like, so I
Correct.
myself, I go to him.
Okay.
I'm like, everyone has like bad moments. Don't doubt yourself because you're amazing, okay? Oscar, look at me. Look at me. Oscar, you've got this. You've got this. Can I touch your face?
Yeah.
I pull out one of the flowers. I'm here like, oh. Crush
No, I
it.
feel bad.
Crush it. And then like rub it like just under your eyes.
Or paint style.
Yeah.
Do it.
And
do it.
it's enhancing ability on your wisdom checks,
Yeah, do
including survival. So you just feel like alert. You feel alert.
It's too far across the table, Dawson.
I really wanted him to rub my face.
The equivalent would be if I ripped out some hair
That's
and
for
then
Patreon.
Okay, so sorry.
you have advantage on all your
Advantage.
survival checks from now on.
Advantage. That's
Yeah.
even better.
Mhm.
Cool. Thank you
Yeah,
for
and then
that.
I'm like, Anko, you okay? Beneffee, are you okay? You right? And that'll be my turn.
Okay.
Next turn.
Not a problem.
Dope.
Amazing.
Aoife,
Cool. So it's
you
8.
are above this thing.
I'm above it. Oh fuck yes. Cool. I'd like to fly past the sails and see if I can't pick off another crew member.
Okay,
Yeah. Cool.
go for it.
Because yeah, I do not want to touch down on the ship until I've taken out a few more people.
What happened to your chaotic moments?
What do you mean? I'm full on murder hoboing over here. 25.
Nice.
Yeah, like that. Is there any difference to them? Like how many?
Not that you
so
see.
how many of them do I see left?
6.
6 on the sails?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
1 commander, 3 on each side.
Commander.
Not steering.
Can I? Would I be able
Like
to?
rowing team commander.
Yes, like a
Left,
coxswain or
right,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take them out.
Okay.
I'm hoping without the direction they'll be directionless. This is my D8. Yeah, cool. 7 damage.
All right.
Is that probably my whole movement to get past the sails?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool. Great. That's my turn.
Okay. You turn to fly or flitter yourself further, and you see off in the distance the soulstorm of legend. You have
Yeah.
limited time until this thing is upon you.
When you say limited, like a turn.
Yeah,
Okay. Right.
this thing is turning straight for you.
Yeah. I think she's like, yeah, she's keeping track of that, and maybe like, I mean, not that she's touching down,
Mhm.
but she's just gonna kind of like veer back a little bit.
Okay.
That's all. That's all.
One of the salesmen see you do that and look to where you looked, and you immediately see as he whistles out, the other 6 do the same, and these metal plates sort of rise out of the ship and start burrowing them into hiding positions. And the ship starts slowing down. Soulstorm is not a good idea, but you're all still moving forward, so even if they slow their ship, they're going to be around it. They're making precautions at this point in time, and so should you. Nathariel.
So I see my view being even more obscured.
Slightly, yes. You do have a moment to get to the helmsman, the person conducting the 6 shieldmen. If you would like
It's
to.
only if I could. It's only if I could see them. I can.
Well, he got hit, and so he's distracted in the moment. You can
And
directly
he
see
is
him from where you are.
steering.
He's commanding.
Left, right, left.
I don't think
Shit
that's
like
gonna. I don't think that's gonna work. Um,
Depends what you're trying to do.
I was trying to command him.
That might work.
I think that's cool. I think that's pretty dope.
I'll. You know what? I'll do it for the sake of doing it, or I'll try. I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna hold my pendant, and I'm going to make a prayer to the primals, and ask their aid in this moment of fight. And I'm going to command crash.
Yay! Yay!
And I'm going to close my eyes to
Whatever
the potential success of that choice.
Okay.
Delicious.
I will describe to you what happens to the Dusk Strider as the two of you continue with your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Lunella, you've limited time. You've seen this soul gem burst and fuel you, and you can hear millions of more souls heading your way. You've only read about the Soulstorm. You know that every citizen of the great city of Elzebub was wiped out in one fell swoop as punishment, and that their souls haunt this desert region for all eternity as punishment. Seems fitting that with the information now back out into the world, that you are now facing those millions of souls. What do you do? Hello?
That was timing.
Souls.
Let me just quickly check something.
Actually, we'll have a little
Welcome to
moment.
Winter's Tales, the most haunted studio in all Australia.
We will actually have a little moment for you, Lunella, as this soul storm rapidly approaches. Describe to me what you want to do first.
Okay, so having, I don't think that she's really played around with the necromancy that much. I think it's spooked her too much. But it depends how angry she is, I guess, on that line between guilt and rage. But having felt that power come from the last souls that she's feed out, there's a bunch of souls heading this way, and there's someone she wants to get rid of. Can she
Sacrifice them? Who are you trying to get rid of?
the ship?
The entire ship?
Not ours.
No. The entire ship of the Dusk Strider.
Yeah.
All right. How? You want to tap into necromancy in regards to the Soulstorm, and you want to...
I mean, I don't really want
No.
to, but it's...
I like the idea.
And
And you want to call upon that.
I want to see if there's a way I can almost like whether it's go to Anko because she seemed to have, or they seem to have a call to it, and just say like, I don't think that she's mad enough to try and manipulate it. She doesn't understand this that well.
You have about 6 seconds of your turn. So if you want to try it, you can try it.
Fuck.
It's okay. You won't have time to go have a conversation with Anko and ask
And
about...
ask?
No, this is like reactionary in the moment. You've had this idea. Do you want to try it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck shit up.
Roll for me a persuasion check.
Shit.
With advantage.
Okay.
go on, get better than that. I dare you. Oh,
Was it the same?
it's the exact same.
It was the same.
Still good.
That's a good roll. It's a good roll.
It's an 18.
Well done. Nice.
Okay.
I want to see what happens.
Yeah.
I don't.
Lunella.
Oh shit. I'm
Oh
scared.
yeah.
The storm begins to speak back to you as you call out to it with your magic. Whispers. Nothing verbal yet, nothing that you could recognize. But what scares you more than that is they are speaking to you. These aren't energy sources. These are souls. These are people that still exist, churning. And it's been over 2,000 years. That's not an existence that anyone wants to have. And as you're doing that, as you're listening to that, you can feel that Anko, Beneffee, whatever, has more than one soul attached to their form. But in this moment, you do not have the time to consider as you call upon these souls, you call upon the great city of Elzebah,
I've killed Anko.
and you pull them towards you like a draft of wind pulling the tornado. You watch it consume around the Dusk Strider. All of you witness as souls from the storm itself howling into the wind start moving. You can see the hands, the skulls, the faces of beings as they tap down to those people on the deck of the ship of the Dusk Strider, and you watch their souls be stripped from their form, their bodies become shells, husks of people. Bones and flesh alone. Everything else inside gone. 7. And the ship starts slowing down, and the soul storm perpetually spins around it as your ship sails off.
What a move! Was I killed in that too?
No.
Cool, great. I just wanted to make sure.
No, you like
yeah,
watched
great.
as the soul storm came in, and you.
Just wanted to check.
It was as if it left you untouched.
Oh,
What just
Love it.
happened?
Well, they're not following us anymore, so something good.
No, I guess not.
That wasn't nice.
Wasn't good.
You watch as the ship does crash. As this command that you gave mixes with whatever Lunella did, and the ship goes straight into the Dragon Spire. So now, not only were 7 people taken, but the ship is stuck with whoever else is within it, and the storm trying to feed off it.
I imagine Eva like lands back on the stern. Okay, whoever the fuck just did all that magic shit, great,
No.
amazing.
No. I was trying to stop them. Not do that.
I mean, they're pretty.
This is exactly what I was told about with you people like you.
That wasn't from anyone here. That's not magic. That's not natural.
Can we talk about this later? Let's
Yes.
let's get out of here first, right? This is a later bigger conversation.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, regardless, they're stopped, right? Danger is out of the way for now. So
Yeah,
we
for
can-
now, but let's keep going to somewhere safe. Then we can.
Speaking of safety, pointing at like all of the, dangerous, formations that we are traversing through. Can we get through here?
You can certainly try.
Can we help them?
Well, them,
Them.
I wouldn't worry about it. They wouldn't do the same for you. I guess
We can
I'm.
be better.
Look, have you seen what we're in? The sand claims those who aren't strong enough to survive. And those that the sand does not claim, they would have been on us to kill us. So again, look, it's very nice that you're very nice people, but they would not spare the same thought for you. And we are still in shit situation. Our captain, are you with us?
She's not on the ship.
And we've lost our captain.
She's not there.
I will look for her.
Did she go overboard?
So is.
Perception check.
Oh.
Eva, something strikes you as you are giving this speech. As you say that the sands, if the sands do not get you. The sands happened because of the gods. So whatever Nethariel is spouting right now, this place, the way that it is because of the gods.
Yeah, right.
Something to keep in mind.
Cool.
15.
15,
17.
17,
13.
13,
8.
8,
21.
21.
Yep.
There is no trace of this woman.
I think, I'd quickly look back and over to see if it's overboard. But yeah, I'm guessing I don't see any trace.
Did I'm assuming because I rolled poorly that I must have looked away because I was looking in her general direction. I must have looked away and then looked back and she was just gone.
I was right next
As
to
far
her
as you
and
know.
I missed it.
We have no captain. And again, if we don't pull ourselves out of this situation, we die.
I'm gonna just see if I can hear her because she spoke to me before.
Mhm.
Can I hear her?
Roll me an insight check.
Oh, it's not good. That is a 15.
Something clicks in your mind. The great city of Elzebal were predominantly human. It's rare to see humans these days. So many people having children, Damon is the predominant gene. Anko was human. She also spoke to herself and had wisps of soul coming off her and maybe had more than one soul in her body. You don't think she's here because you don't think she was ever here.
Ghost pirate!
You think potentially that the soul of Anko or Beneffee is the ship that you are currently on.
Can I think she'll try this anyway, even if it doesn't work. She's just gonna touch the rail of the ship and cast healing hands on the ship and just say, I'm so sorry. It doesn't really do much. It gives 3 hit points.
It's enough to watch as some of the ship repairs itself. Which it shouldn't for a man-made object.
Do I see that?
If you're observing Lanella in this moment.
I'm gonna see if I am.
Likewise.
I'm gonna go high. I am. Low. I'm not.
I would be
I'm
trying to
I
get to the
Mountains.
yeah.
22.
This is cool. The
I really
joysticks.
want to be able to see that, but I guess I'm not.
Are you taking over the joysticks?
I guess if there's kind of it seems like there is that moment of while people are looking, or trying to figure out what's happening with Anko, Beneffee, and Aoife is just like action mode. She knows that whatever has happened, there is no captain, and so she's just gonna like fly over to these joysticks.
I haven't left the joysticks.
Oh, you
So
haven't?
You're still
No,
in
no,
the
no.
Kansas
Oh,
City,
okay.
aren't you?
Yeah, are you
Yeah.
still with me? You still
I
with me?
probably would have maybe perceived it, yeah.
Yeah. Then I'd probably go to you, essentially. And
You
either
seem
like,
so sad in this moment.
I am.
Okay. Boy.
And I got a 22 in perception. So I saw the healing. I'm like, oh my god, Nathariel, the ship, I think it's alive. Because, heal. And I cast healing word on it.
Your healing
and
word is the word heal.
Yep. And that's 8 hit points.
You watch as the side of the ship that was all scratched up from driving into the crystal starts to heal itself.
I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna follow suit. I'm gonna ask the gods. I'm such a dick.
Ring,
Which
ring.
gods are you asking?
I'm asking Valor, the goddess of bravery, and I'm gonna channel divinity, preserve life, and I'm gonna pump 15.
Nice.
You chose well with Valor. From lore, the War of the Gods raged itself for over 200 years because the gods couldn't decide whether mortals should keep magic or not. And the great city of Elzebub was the reason for that. So if this ship is one of the souls from the great city, the gods might not have gifted you the ability to heal this soul that should be being punished. Valor was one of the gods that fought on the side for mortals to keep the arcane. And so, in almost an interesting twist, the energy and the magic that flows through you from Valor comes with a message. Life is more than what it has seemed.
Drop that one down.
Are you like doing CPR on the boat as well? I just want to
Not
know.
like pushing, but I think like on hands and knees, I will attempt to replenish this soul that has bravely served us, the goddess of bravery. Life is more than...
What it has seemed.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I'm like shaking you and just being like, we need to steal this ship.
I will hear that and I will look up at you.
No shit, what do you think I'm doing?
Almost.
Yeah, it's been moving the whole time.
Not apologetically, but confused.
She's just like teary. Like,
Do
Killed.
either of you want a hug?
Thank you, Juby.
yeah.
Enveloping
She's
hug.
just gonna cry.
I'm gonna cry.
Oscar,
No crying.
I'm crying, just staring.
one
sake.
last survival roll.
Come
Fucking
on.
God.
Advantage.
Advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's there, so it reminds me.
No, advantage.
No, advantage.
No, I rolled twice. It's there, so it reminds me to roll twice.
Oh,
Sorry.
Always
Maybe it's
I
D20.
have my own ways to do things.
it made no sense to me.
Good, 'cause that's that one.
Cool.
Oh my god, that was a hit.
It can only get
Fuck's
better.
sake.
No, it can't.
Was that 2 nat ones?
Yeah, so that's
No,
a 5.
Yeah.
Good, because you are not steering this ship.
Fair enough.
You're holding it, but when you try to maneuver, you're not in control of it, which is terrifying. But you sail, and within 20 minutes, maybe less, which is faster than you would have assumed, you reach the beginning of the mountain range. And the ship skirts and slides up like a really cool snowboarder and stops. Silence greets you at the edge of the desert region. No Anko, No screaming storm. No storm chasers chasing you. And you disembark.
Well, you just kept 3 soul canisters, so this is kind of worked out not bad.
I was going to say, we make sure we go and get the
Yeah.
things from there before we disembark.
Yeah.
And
Very practical.
look for my little boy.
The boy.
Roll me a strength check.
For me?
Yep.
What's my strength?
Never create an adorable NPC that you're not
12.
ready to lose.
You cannot open the door. You hear the scuttling next to you.
Does it look like the ship is fully healed?
Yeah.
Damn.
And then you feel as Zolo crawls up your body.
Oh,
What, you can't open door?
you can try. Did you want to try together?
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't seem like super efficient movement, but I'll try.
Yeah, athletics.
Yeah, athletics. No, that's an at one.
You can't open door?
I guess not. It's either stuck or something. Fuck. And there's no like window or lower way of gaining entry.
Nope.
God damn.
Well, regardless, I still put my hand on the door, not trying to open it, just put my hand, the flat on there, and thank you, Anko, and or Beneffee. And then just, leave.
Okay.
Strange customs of your people. Okay, right. Do I know where we are?
Relatively.
Yeah, okay. So, like, this is a kind of...
This is a mountain range that you're familiar with. You could trek up it, and within half a day you could reach the vent room.
Okay. All right, well, anything that was stored cabin side is gone. So whatever you have, get it, and let's get moving.
You're amazing, Lunella. You blew up most of that ship.
Which is
I
good.
think, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you saved us.
Yeah, let's go.
Don't worry, it gets easier. I like punch Lunella on the shoulder in a not like an aggressive way.
Take D8 of
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah, full damage. And like I'll sling whatever packs I can over my shoulder. And
You spend the better part of the day hiking in what I assume is relative silence with this group right now.
I see
Pop and
how
Judy.
bad these two are.
Yep.
And I started playing my piccolo. I started like just a slow, mildly haunting melodic thing, and very slowly pick it up.
Okay.
So start with a mood, but then just very slowly, like barely notice, just pick it up, until by the end it goes from like like a sad Avril Lavigne song to maybe like an upbeat Phil Collins song.
Are you casting any particular spell?
No.
Okay.
Just playing.
just for mood.
It has effect.
Yeah, I was
Vibe
wondering
check.
if there was like a mood shifting spell or something.
Calm emotions.
Yeah.
None of them feel
Calm.
anymore.
All for the
I was
vibes.
thinking,
Vibes
you
based.
can let me know if that affects you in any way, but you continue your hike to the chipper music that's playing. And eventually you reach 2 large brass doors of the ventrium.
Cool. Would there be any sort of like password or like way of identifying?
Yeah, what do you think?
I think if it's like some sort of stronghold, there would probably be someone taking turns as like guard on the inside.
Mhm.
And I think, is there anything that's like particular to Leonids in terms of like communication that wouldn't be not common tongue essentially? Whether it's, like a musical note or a, particular knock.
So all Leonid have a sort of a half tremor sense with their antenna. So there might be a way to signal with a whistle that's high-pitched enough that only
Yeah.
the antenna would pick up.
Yeah, cool. I think she's gonna, I can't do it so bad. She's gonna bring her fingers to her whistle, and it's kind of like just a high-pitched vibrato that just kind of undulates.
Little trill.
Yeah, very, 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 very quickly.
Okay.
And she'll just, essentially do that by the door.
The door's open.
Okay, wipe your feet on the way in. Just kidding. Okay, let's go.
Man, I don't wipe my feet on the
I
way
wipe
in
my
then.
feet.
I'm stuck at the door. Do I wipe? Do I?
No, it's Joe. Come on, let's go.
Always wipe.
You see as some of
Front to back.
the two guards that opened the door for you, like give like a 2-finger salute to you on the way in. You all realize your compatriot is of value to this place, high up in rank. Because no one is questioning this person, no one is stopping them and asking for their ID.
Juby thinks that's standard.
Sure.
You're a nice person. Why wouldn't they be doing this?
I'm super
Very
nice,
nice.
guys.
And Eva, you lead them into the headquarters of the Ventrium.
Yeah.
Up into one of the upper floors where you can see out with a glorious half-open balcony. And you know that you need to report to your higher-ups, but for now you can leave these 4 here. And you're hoping maybe time for them to discuss might give you more information.
Yeah, cool. I'll relay the lay of the land here. Look, essentially you're with me, which means this is safe, you're under my protection. Obviously, whatever you do reflects on me. Do with that what you will. Just know I'm not super, 3 strikes policy here. But there will be places where you can rest. There's a mess hall. You can have a good feed, whatever you need to do. I feel like you've all been through a lot, so take the time while it's afforded to you. And I'll meet you back. If you head over there, there'll be places to sleep. I can meet you back. That's just...
No worries.
That's
Thank
an
you.
Ellenism.
And as you exit out of this particular room, you hear the giggles of a couple of children running down the hall. And you notice immediately, and so do you, they are Ethid children that have been saved from the Blue Syndicate by the Ventrium.
Hey, Eva, you rescued them, didn't you?
If that's what you want to call it, yeah. I didn't let them die. Little scamps.
These are Ethid children.
Yeah, you got a problem?
No.
Cool. And I think as stern as she is, you get the sense that these children are still trying to play with her, and she's like, no, I'm not doing that. No, stop. Okay. And she'll essentially want to grab her arm, and she'll essentially kind of swing them forward. Of just get off, you little scamp, in the way that she's pretending to be stern, but is essentially giving this child a little whizzy.
I
Just,
am
spinning
watching
around.
this.
Yeah. You see a lot of them are sort of casting little spells, nuisance little things to annoy Aoife, but...
Cool. Rotten egg smell? Yeah, very, very clever. Oh, okay. Yes, big magic casters. Why don't you try something more impressive, okay?
Some prestidigitation to just set off some little sparkles around them.
Sure.
I'm just gonna go
One of them looks back at you and runs after the group. And you notice, looking at these children, this magic that they have, they've always had. And one of them has magic that looks like your magic.
Sorry.
Sort of light, ethereal, godly.
I don't plan to do much, and at an appropriate time, I plan to talk to Juby.
Okay. Well, with that, we're going to conclude tonight's episode.
We're safe and we lived happily ever after.
Let's go, Diggs here.
The Ventrium is now home to the four of you as you potentially embark on your next mission to take down the Blue Syndicate very shortly. We'll find out more about that soon. But for now, we're going to cross back to the Unmarked and see what they are up to in the lost city of Naboo. Thank you to our sponsors, Dungeon Fog and the Lion's Tower, for tonight's episode. Thank you so much to Ellen for being here.
Hey, my pleasure. Thanks for having me. I get to just come in and like make problems and then swan out.
You solved all our problems.
Probably still be in the
Peace
city.
out when you need me the most, which is my speciality. So no, it's been a pleasure to be here. So thank you very much.
You're a Deuce X-E5.
Oh my god. Yes.
You are welcome back anytime
Thank you.
if we can get you across from Adelaide.
Get in the comments.
But until then, we will see you next Tuesday. Bye.